Think about the most emotionally draining person you've ever encountered. The kind of person who leaves you feeling confused, exhausted, or doubting yourself after every interaction. Someone who twists conversations, plays the victim, dominates emotional space, or seems completely untouched by guilt. For a long time, you may have wondered why they are like this and why dealing with them feels so damaging. Today, we're going to answer that question using psychology, not excuses. Because toxic people aren't simply rude or broken. They operate on a very different internal system. Psychologists refer to this system as the Dark Tetrad. It is a cluster of 4 personality traits that shape how certain people think, feel, and interact with the world. Not everyone has all 4 traits, but the more strongly someone carries them, the more emotionally destructive they can become. Once you understand this structure, something important happens. You stop internalizing the damage. You stop blaming yourself. Just like some people experience the world with heightened emotional sensitivity, toxic personalities process reality through a distorted emotional lens. Their internal wiring prioritizes control, self-interest, and stimulation over connection or empathy. Their behavior is not random. It follows a pattern. At the center of this pattern is narcissism. From the outside, narcissistic people often appear confident, dominant, or self-assured. But internally, their self-worth is fragile and unstable. Their mind is constantly scanning the environment for validation, admiration, and superiority. Praise acts like oxygen to them, while criticism feels like an existential threat. This is why they overreact to feedback, struggle to apologize sincerely, and rewrite events to protect their image. They don't truly love themselves. They are dependent on others to reflect a version of themselves they can tolerate. Next comes Machiavellianism, which introduces calculation into human relationships. Machiavellian personalities don't bond emotionally. They strategize. Their mind treats relationships as systems of leverage, advantage, and timing. They are often charming, patient, and observant, not because they care, but because they are collecting information. They learn your insecurities, your empathy, and your values, then deploy that knowledge when it benefits them most. What feels like betrayal to you feels like efficiency to them. Then there is psychopathy, the most misunderstood trait of the Dark Tetrad. Psychopathy is not about rage or violence. It is about emotional absence. People high in psychopathy understand emotions intellectually, but they do not experience them the way you do. Guilt, remorse, and emotional responsibility are muted or missing. When they hurt someone and seem unaffected, they are not pretending. Their brain simply does not generate the same emotional signals. To them, remorse is an idea, not a feeling. The final trait is sadism, and this is where toxicity turns into cruelty. Sadistic personalities experience stimulation or pleasure from causing emotional or psychological pain. They enjoy provoking reactions, humiliating others, and watching people lose control. Your distress is not unfortunate to them. It is engaging. This is why arguing rarely works and why emotional reactions often make things worse. Pain is part of their reward system. You might wonder why evolution allowed these traits to persist. If they were purely harmful, natural selection would have removed them long ago. But in unstable or competitive environments, low empathy, emotional detachment, and manipulation can create short-term advantages. These traits help people dominate hierarchies, exploit systems, and gain power quickly. What helps someone rise, however, often damages everyone around them. This leads to a painful realization. Toxic personalities are often drawn to emotionally intelligent, empathetic, and conscientious people. Not because they admire those qualities, but because they can extract from them. Your kindness looks like supply. Your patience looks like permission. Your forgiveness looks like continued access. Over time, this dynamic drains you while feeding them. The most important truth is this: you cannot heal someone who operates from the Dark Tetrad. They do not need deeper understanding, more chances, or increased empathy from you. They need boundaries. Distance is not cruelty. Silence is not weakness. Walking away is not failure. It is self-respect. The moment you stop trying to explain yourself to someone who benefits from misunderstanding you, your nervous system begins to relax. You are not too sensitive. You are not difficult. You are simply trying to connect with someone who was built to consume, not to connect. Once you see the Dark Tetrad clearly, you will never confuse toxicity with depth again.